Okay, let's discuss hostages coming home, which is freaking wonderful. So thrilled to see this happening. Why are Americans coming home? What's going on right now? First of all, before we get into that, let's discuss this. What is the point of becoming a citizen of a nation? Why ever form nations at all, tribes? Why not? Why do we do that? Why don't we all just go live on our own somewhere? Well, the point is that you get protection and prosperity coming together to form a nation that will advocate on your behalf. You see, being a citizen of a country is a contract with obligations on both sides. And this is the difference between the evil communist tyrants in this country and administrations like the one we have now. The obligations go both ways. Yes, you as a citizen, me as a citizen, I have obligations. I've always felt a duty to my country. It's part of the reason I signed up to fight for it. To this day, part of the reason I do this, I want to advocate on behalf of my country. I care about it. I have a duty to it. I would die for it today. But that's not one way. That doesn't only go one direction. My country has an obligation to me as well. And this is not just about America. This should be every citizen of every nation across the globe. I am a citizen of the United States of America. That means when I go abroad, whether I'm in Mozambique, whether I'm in London, Australia, wherever I happen to go, I am offered some layer of protection by the government of the United States of America because I'm a citizen of the United States of America. That is how it should be. Remember that story from the New Testament? We talked about it before. Hopefully you've read it in your Bible. When Apostle Paul is getting beaten, he gets arrested, he's getting beaten, and he says to him, should you be doing this to a Roman citizen? Remember how they freaked out? Whoa, hey, bring the man a glass of water. Whoa, I didn't realize. What is that? That's citizenship right there. I'm a citizen. You mess with me, you will deal with the fury of Rome. But here in the United States of America, that goes away whenever you elect a Democrat, you see. It just does. It goes away. 4 years of Joe Biden's presidency with Americans held all over the planet by terrorist groups, by nation states, and the only time anybody can even remember the Biden administration lifting a finger to bring one home is when a black WNBA lesbian got busted and thrown in prison in Russia. As soon as they thought they could get some cultural Marxist brownie points out of it, the Biden administration bent over backwards and released from prison the foremost weapons dealer on the planet so we could bring the black lesbian back home and get some cultural Marxist brownie points. But after that, it went back to not a care in the world. Too bad, so sad. Best of luck in prison over there. And then the Trump administration comes in. And we'll get to the ones he just released, but it's not as if he's done. Donald Trump constantly is talking like this.
As far as I'm concerned, if all of the hostages aren't returned by Saturday at 12 o'clock, I think it's an appropriate time. I would say cancel it and all bets are off and let hell break out. I'd say they ought to be returned by 12 o'clock on Saturday, and if they're not returned, all of them, not in drips and drabs, not 2 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 2. Saturday at 12 o'clock, and after that, I would say all hell is going to break out. And I don't think they're going to do it. I think a lot of them are dead. I think a lot of the hostages are dead. I think it's a great human tragedy what's happened, how people can be that.
I want you to know something. I know you like hearing an American president talk like that. I like hearing an American president talk like that. But this is yet another thing that should not be a partisan issue. You, an American citizen, if God forbid you are ever abroad and Russia, Hamas, whoever gets their hands on you, you have every right to expect every single American president to speak about you exactly like that. That should be the base expectation of every single American president. You are the commander in chief. Me, the citizen, I have a duty to the country. I will fulfill that duty. You have a duty to me as well. You look out for me. You protect me. And you let anyone know who would harm a hair on my head, even though I don't have any left, that all hell will come down on them if they do so. That is part of citizenship. And I hate that we don't have it when Democrats are in office. And I love that we have it now. And I loved Marc Fogel, a teacher. The dirty Russians got their hands on him 4 years ago, wrongfully detained in a Russian prison, not exactly a great time. Donald Trump gets in. 3 weeks later, boom, Marc Fogel's on a plane home. Here he was last night.
I feel like the luckiest man on earth right now. And I want you to know that I am not a hero in this at all. And President Trump is a hero. Thank you all. And I love our country. And I'm so happy to be back here. And I wish I could articulate it better.
You've done beautifully, and he's got a great mother. And when I saw the mother at a rally, she said, if you win, will you get my son out? And I promised. She's 95 years old. And I said, we'll get him out. And we got him out.
Isn't that wonderful? And why does Trump get him out? How'd that happen? How did that happen? Well, you know, I'm a father. Stay with me on this. Maybe you're a father, maybe you're a mother. I'm a father. And to be honest with you, I don't think I'm a very good one. If you ask me, I don't think I'm a very good one. But the people around me, my wife included, think I'm a great one. Oh, you're the best dad, best dad. And you know what I am? I care. I love them. That's what I am. All my failings, all the ways I've gone wrong, if you just care, that'll get you a very long way as a father. You might even find yourself raising a couple fine young men like I am. Why does Donald Trump, as president, why is he so successful? He did this last time, too, during his 4 years. Why is he so successful bringing Americans home when they are kept abroad? He cares. That's it. He cares. He doesn't get in and check the poll numbers when someone puts something in front of his desk. Hey, Mr. President, we have a Marc Fogel helped over there in Russia. It doesn't immediately become political. Well, we have the midterms coming up. Have we poll tested this? Do we know what the Latinos think about? There's none of that. Just genuine care. And oftentimes, look, you want to be a good president? Maybe that's all it takes is caring enough. And Steve Witkoff, U.S. Special Envoy, said he's not done.
John, I would say to you that the president's policy on Americans that are held abroad is that we leave nobody behind. It's very, very similar to the military credo. Leave nobody back on the battlefield. And that's how he feels. And so I think that you'll see a president who is extraordinarily proactive in seeking all hostages to be released who are being held in.
That's wonderful. And you know what's sad is that it's wonderful because we should always expect every American president, the ones we love, the ones we hate, the ones we vote for, the ones we don't, every single American president should conduct themselves exactly this way when our citizens are held or harmed abroad. So good for us, good for Donald Trump. Thank you, Mr. President, very much. Please keep continuing to bring them home and please keep caring. All that may have made you uncomfortable, but I am right. I would thank you for coming to my YouTube channel, but I know how brilliant it is, and I know you love it here. So subscribe and watch. We're going to start really ramping things up and putting some funny stuff, some interesting stuff out there, some collaborations. Either way, my YouTube channel is officially the place to be. So stick around.